All right. Hey there, Cougars. Thanks for tuning in for this week's Couch to Career webinar with me, Katie Mosier, and the Student Success Team. This is our third webinar of the semester. And everybody, it is October, and the weather is definitely beginning to change. While some of us love this time of year, for others, the changing leaves are just a reminder of the cold and dreary weather that is to come. To top it all off, the college honeymoon period is at an end. Yes, indeed, the newness has worn off. Your classes are hard. You may be tired of your roommate, your parents, and a routine is settling in that may leave you wishing to do nothing but curl up in bed for the entire day. The winter blues are very real, people, and they are coming. So thank you very much for joining us for this week's webinar, Beat the Blues. For this week's episode, we are going to get some statistics and some information, some routine suggestions, some fun activity ideas that you might want to try, and some ways to just get involved that will hopefully result in a lift of spirits for this winter season. So let's first start with some statistics here to put the college honeymoon period into perspective. 30% of the already staggeringly high college dropout rate is college freshmen. That means if your first semester of college is absolutely miserable, in all likelihood, you aren't coming back. Christmas break's going to roll around and you're going to be done. In fact, worse than that is once you do drop out, only 13% of freshmen will end up re-enrolling in the future. And that's a scary dynamic because those college degrees are pretty vital to your future careers. But why? Why are so many students dropping out? Well, there is no straightforward answer to this question. Humans are complicated. There's a wide variety of reasons and context at play here. But these are the top three most cited. The first is finances. Many college students are on their own for the first time. They're paying their own bills, and that comes at a cost. For some, it is the academic struggle. Retention statistics tell us that a student with poor grades is far more likely to drop out than one that is successful. It only makes sense. You don't want to spend all your time doing something that you're struggling at. And finally, the main topic of our discussion for today is mental health. Mental health is real. And wouldn't you know that the month of October, for whatever reason, is one of the toughest. In fact, according to cdc.gov, there were more suicide deaths in the month of October than in any other month in the year of 2022. And you can see here that those numbers are equally high clear back to 2018. So it's just a fact. I don't know if it's with winter setting in. I'm not really sure what it is, but definitely for a college student, honeymoon period is no longer. The newness it's not as exciting anymore. And you're starting to realize that a lot of students are getting homesick. I just got off the phone with my college freshman and she was in tears because she misses home and she's a long ways away. And that happens. It's normal. But there are a couple of really great ways, proven ways, in fact, to beat the winter blues. Whether you struggle with your mental health or not, these are just some great ways to live happier this winter in general. So to start, it is so important that you establish a healthy sleep routine. Tired or not, go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every day every morning. Please don't set your routine for 3 a.m., go to bed, and noon get up. This is just not a healthy routine for your future career. There are very few careers that start at noon every day. And so this is a really terrible habit to get your body and your mind into. Find a purpose. Couple of things that you can do is start with exercise. According to Mayo Clinic, getting regular exercise helps to keep your mind off your worries. It releases those good endorphins that are going to make you feel good, and it helps you to gain confidence. You know you're healthy, you know you look good, and it's just going to just make you feel better about yourself and get out of bed. Better yet, exercise outside. I know it's cold. Put on your warm gear, get out in the sun. The sun can do wonders for your mood. It's a proven fact. Finally, lay off the pizza and the Doritos and try to eat more healthy meals. Take a walk down to the dining hall for a home-cooked meal. And if none of this seems to do the trick, do not sit in silence. Don't stay in bed all day. If you're having a hard time, if you're struggling, get support from trusted friends, from family, go home for a little while and get regrounded. Or if none of that is up your alley, seek professional help. We do have an on-campus counselor, Norm Stephenson. I've included his information here on this slide. Give him a call, shoot him an email. It's free. So use his services, take advantage of that. All right, let's talk about getting involved on campus, you guys. I know it's a community college, but our campus happens to be one of few that actually has kind of the real college experience. You can live on campus, and that means that student life is always doing some really cool things. So despite the size of our campus, it offers really great activities for everyone. Most community colleges cannot boast having 6 different athletic teams. Become a fan. Become a fan. Go to the athletic events. Get your friends together. Put your gear on. Cheer them up. Start a cheering section. Another option is to join a club. There are a comprehensive list of clubs can be found under the student life section of the website, and I'll show you that in just a second. Get involved. There's truly something for everyone out there. There's a lot of great stuff going on. The student life office is always elbow deep in activities. Make sure to stop in their office or check the WNCC mobile app. If you don't have that yet, the student engagement app is a great way to find out what's going on in campus. Better yet, be proactive and make your own fun. Go to a play at the theater, create a study group, visit the student life office, play board games, just get out and be proactive and do things. I want to show you just really quick how to get to the events from the homepage so you know what's going on. You're going to come here to student life, and then you're going to go to the Get Involved tab and check this out, you guys. We've got campus activity board. Stop into student life for more on that. Cougar Council. So if you're into politics and leadership, if you want a say in what goes on in campus, this is a great place to do it. Dance Squad, Criminal Justice Club, an eSports League, His Hill, which is networking professional group, international student intramural sports. This is a great way to get both exercise and just to remain active on campus. Electronic gaming club, motorsports, math and science club, Muslim Students Association. I mean, you get the point here. Speech and debate, theater, vocational flying. There are so many different choices. Check those out on our website and get involved. Okay. So let's get back here. So for those of you who are a little bit more adventurous and you want to get off campus, get outside and get active. There's some really great ways to do that. If you have a hard time coming up with ideas, there are a lot of fun winter bucket lists out there on Google or Pinterest, and we'll go through some of those here in a minute. So also, if you need weekend trip ideas, the Nebraska State Department of Tourism produces a really fun holiday passport, gives you all sorts of bucket list places to go visit throughout the state of Nebraska. So it's going to send you to destinations all over the state. I was just looking through the summer passport list to see how many of over 900 participants that completed the entire passport were from the Scottsbluff-Gearing area, and I think there were 4. So let's represent, and you college students who have weekends to spare, the perfect group to do this. I'll show you a couple of those things. So if you go into Google or Pinterest or whatever, and you just put in winter bucket list, there are some really cool ones out there. So for example, 60 fun activities and things to do when it's cold outside. Check this out. Host a football party. Perfect. Invite your friends to your dorm room. Have them over. Host a party. It's a great way to do that. Make homemade hot chocolate. Go ice fishing. Yes, that exists around here, where you can drive to multiple destinations within a 3-hour radius and go ice fishing. Super fun. Perfect a chili recipe. Dog sledding. There's all sorts of places. If you drive over to Wyoming, you can go dog sledding. I did that in Jackson Hole a couple years ago. Super fun. Start a scrapbook. Build a snowman. Go skiing. Gosh, there's lots of ski ranges around. binge watch a TV series with your friends, take a snowshoe hike. I mean, these are great. I love these bucket lists because they come up with lots of, if you're not creative, there's lots of great ideas at your disposal there. Make it a challenge, but among your friends. Another I wanted to show you was the Nebraska Passport holiday. Let's see. I should have had this probably prepped for you, huh? I had it at one time. Holiday passport. Let's see. There you go. All right. So this is the Nebraska Passport page. You can request your passport, but it's going to send you to all sorts of cool places. Broken Bow, Scenic Byway Visitor Center, Branding Iron Cafe in Wahoo, Crunchy Bits of Candy in Auburn. I mean, there are just endless amounts. So download the Passport app, register to get your free holiday passport today. That's a really fun little activity to do if you are bored. On top of that, Scottsbluff may seem like it's in the middle of nowhere, but really we are a lot closer to some really neat places than you might think. Denver is just a day trip away, as are the Rocky Mountains to the west. You can grab some skis, snowshoes, enjoy the snow at a new level. For the athletes of the world, go cross-country skiing. It's free. Well, it's not free if you don't have your gear, but it's cheap. It's more accessible and definitely can work up a good sweat. In fact, a really cool thing to do is a lot of cross-country ski ranges will have yurts or little cabins that you can rent for an evening. Super fun. And finally, don't forget that the town of Scottsbluff has a lot to offer. The YMCA is always having sporting event leagues. There is a swimming pool there if you want to swim some laps or just hang in the warm pool. For community members, try a new restaurant. If you have not gone to fondue at Melt in Gearing yet or eaten tapas at the Tangled Tumbleweed, you're definitely missing out. So try a new restaurant every week, see what you find. But all I ask is that you beat the blues this winter, get involved, get active, and get happy. Don't lay in bed all winter. Don't be sad. Reach out to your friends. They're bored and lonely too. So they're looking for people to hang with all winter. That's it for this week, Beat the Blues. Next week on From Couch to Career, we are back to kind of more of that career focused topic, how to find the right transfer school for you. Just a heads up to put the bug in your ear, October 23rd is our transfer fair. There will be 9 different colleges coming to talk to you about transferring. Also, as your career advisor, I want to encourage you to check out this site. I'm going to pull it up for you here. If I can get out of this screen. Check out also Transferology. I'm going to type that in for you. It looks like this. You can also find this link on our Handshake event or resource tab. Transferology, if you are planning on going on to a 4-year college at the end of this semester, is a great free source where you can upload your class list, classes that you've taken, look up the college of your choice where you're wanting to transfer, and it's going to tell you how many credits are going to transfer straight across that way. So it's a really awesome tool if you're exploring that and starting to kind of think about your next steps. So thanks for joining me. I am Katie Mosier, and we will see you next time.